And welcome back to the show. We're now joined by Courtney Dell. She's with Pensacola Symphony Orchestra, and she's going to talk to us about the symphony and some great events that they have coming up the latter half of this month. And of course, everything that the symphony does for the city of Pensacola, really for the whole region, with the great shows that they put on. So, Courtney, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk about our upcoming events. We're thrilled to be, in the community, bringing music for all of us to experience together, whether it's someone in the seats, all the way to the musicians on the stage.
Absolutely. It's great to have you guys back. I know COVID kind of threw everybody a little sideways, but you guys have actually been back for a while. So it's nice to have y'all back. It's nice to have you back on the show to talk about all the great things that y'all do here in the community. So first of all, though, let's just talk about the organization. Tell us a little bit about the organization and some of the things y'all do in the community and some of the types of shows you have and things of that nature.
Absolutely. Well, the Pensacola Symphony Orchestra has been part of this community for nearly 100 years. And in that time, we have had the pleasure and opportunity to bring meaningful musical experiences in our community. And sometimes that looks like full concert halls at the Sanger Theater with fabulous guest artists. And sometimes that looks a little bit like heading to someone who might be part of hospice, who's on the last days of their life and they want to experience music. And so it's anything from these big highs to these challenging moments where we have the great pleasure and opportunity to bring music to people in this community.
And y'all do a great job of that, like you said, not just the concerts at the Sanger that people see, but out in the community doing those different outreach events. Y'all are just always present and doing great things for us. And one of them is coming up here in the next or latter part of this month for families. So tell us a little bit about what you have coming up later this month in April.
Yes, we are thrilled to bring back our Music for Families concert. It's an event that, of course, because of the pandemic, we have not had the opportunity to do in several years. And so as it comes back, it's actually going to be a little bit different than it's been in the past. So this year we're calling it Beethoven Lives Upstairs. We're partnering with Classical Kids Live to bring in professional actors who will be performing alongside the orchestra to experience the beauty of Beethoven's music. So this event will be April 23rd at the Sanger Theater, and tickets are $5 each. So we want to make this really accessible to everyone in the community. And it's one of those things that's going to be great for really kids of all ages. I think if you're 5, you're going to love it. And if you're 95, you're going to love it.
Yeah,
So
I love the concept with the actors alongside the orchestra. Where did this idea come from? Is it a traveling show? Is it something you guys came up with? Where did this idea come from?
So Classical Kids Live presents these types of performances all across the country. And this event is actually based on a very popular children's book that you might be familiar with. So there have also been other opportunities for people to experience that nationally. And so for us to be able to do that here in our community, we're really thrilled.
And you said it's Saturday, April 23rd. So being a family event, it's not your typical nighttime show, right? This one's earlier in the day.
Right. So this event will begin at 10 a.m. So it'll be about a 50-minute concert, which is perfect for shorter attention spans, whether you're a kid or a grown-up. And so it'll be about a 50-minute concert. And then we have the opportunity to do special activities afterwards. So for those who want to be part of something and maybe learn a little bit more and see instruments up close, people would have the opportunity to see our musicians do different demonstrations, perhaps touch an instrument. And so that gives you the opportunity to see up close what you saw from a little bit further away during the concert.
That is great that you guys do this event. But a lot going on in April. You guys wrapping up the season at the end of the month. So tell us about what happens the following week.
Absolutely. So the following Saturday at the Sanger Theater on April 30th, we'll have our season finale, which will be Sounds Triumphant. For this concert, the past few years, we've had the pleasure of bringing in a living composer to perform one of their works, and then having them speak from the stage about their composition. So what their inspiration was, if there were other artists who they have looked to in their career. And so we're very pleased this year to welcome Libby Larson, who's an American female composer, and will be performing her piece, Water Music. And then that piece will be accompanied by Sibelius's Second Symphony, as well as Respighi's Fountains of Rome, which are two audience favorites.
Very cool. You guys have always, like I said, done a great job. And I know y'all have had a busy season this year, but how are things looking for next season? Because I know y'all are always planning for something next, but we got a few seconds left. So quick plugs or anything for the season coming up?
Absolutely. We are thrilled to have another exciting season that will begin in October of this year. So for more information on that, you can look at PensacolaSymphony.com or give us a call at 850-435-2533. If you head to either one of those places, you'll hear exciting information like our PSO Plays Rachmaninoff concert that will be in March of next year, where we will welcome Yefim Bronfman on piano, a nationally and internationally renowned artist. We're also excited to bring back Verdi's Requiem, in which we'll be joining with the University of Southern Mississippi Chorus for a spectacular performance where we're going to have a chorus of over 100 and an orchestra of nearly that many as well.
Well, that is definitely exciting. So yeah, please go to PensacolaSymphony.com for information on that and for the other two events we talked about taking place in April. Courtney, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing all the great things you guys do in the community with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to be joined by the Destin Charity Wine Auction.